Happy Nowruz to everyone. Wishing you all a year full of health, happiness, and of course, more Team Melli victories. On today's edition, we will take a look at Iran's roster for upcoming World Cup qualifiers and preview the showdown with South Korea. You know the deal, and you know what time it is. It's time for Team Melli Talk. More work to do for Dragan Skocic, who would be called up for Iran's final two qualifiers. Hey everyone, glad you're back for some more Team Melli Talk. Let's not waste any time and let's get right to the list of players that have been called up by head coach Dragan Skocic. First, the goalkeepers, Ali Reza Behranvand, Amir Abidzadeh, and Hossein Hosseini. Let's make no mistake here, Amir Abidzadeh is still the guy for Dragan Skocic. 26 appearances so far this season for Ponferradina, and on top of that, he has 9 clean sheets. The bottom line is that this is Amir Abidzadeh's job to lose. Next, for the center backs, Shoja Khaliazadeh, Hossein Kenani, Majid Hosseini, Aref Golami, and Farshad Faraji. Now, to be honest, 5 center backs being called up is a little strange in my opinion. And of course, I just want to say that Siavash Yazdani should be on this list, but that's also a different discussion in itself. And as for the Persepolis supporters, they have got to be thrilled to see Farshad Faraji getting his first ever call-up to Team Melli. He has made 21 appearances this season for Persepolis, and he is also good on set pieces. Now for the wingbacks, Sadek Moharami, Milad Mohammadi, and the Sepahan duo of Omid Nurafkan and Daniel Esmaili Far. I'm definitely happy to see Daniel Esmaili Far on this list. I'm hoping he'll get the start when Iran faces South Korea, and let's not forget that Esmaili Far has already scored 4 goals this season for Sepahan in the Iran Pro League. Now for the midfielders, Saeed Ezatullahi, Ahmad Nurullahi, Ehsan Hajsafi, Vahid Amiri, Milad Sarlak, Kamal Kamyabinia, and Mehdi Pur. A lot of familiar names on this list of midfielders, but for me, the player that really stands out is Mehdi Pur of Esteghlal. 1 goal this season, but also 5 assists, and let's not forget that he is dangerous from long range. Now for the wingers / attacking midfielders, Ali Reza Jahanbash, Saman Godus, Ali Golizadeh, Mehdi Torabi, and Amir Hossein Hossein-Zadeh. Recent reports actually reveal that Saman Godus has tested positive for COVID-19. Of course, we are all hoping a speedy recovery for Saman, but now this makes me bring up the question, will this be the opportunity for Amir Hossein Hossein-Zadeh to get the start against South Korea? Well, not very likely, but he has had a very good season so far with Esteghlal, finding the back of the net on 5 different occasions. Last but not least, the forwards. Sardar Azmoun, Mehdi Taremi, Karim Ansari Fard, and Alayar Sayed Manesh. No surprises here. Plenty of firepower up top for Iran, and I'm looking forward to seeing some exciting teamwork from the dynamic duo of Sardar Azmoun and Mehdi Taremi. South Korea is coming off a 2-0 victory over Syria and is currently second in the table, 2 points behind Iran. Both teams have already qualified to the 2022 World Cup. The last time these teams met, they shared the spoils in a 1-1 draw at the Azadi Stadium in October, Sun Heung-min scoring for South Korea and Ali Reza Jahanbash scoring the equalizer for Iran. Now let's be real, South Korea will be out for blood in this match. And when it comes to World Cup qualifying, South Korea has never defeated Iran in a World Cup qualifier in South Korea. The bottom line is that South Korea wants revenge. But this is an important match for both teams because there is still the possibility of moving up in the rankings before the World Cup draw that'll take place on April 1st. As for the players to watch, Hwang Ui-jo, Sun Heung-min, and Hwang Hee-chan. Hwang Ui-jo, 14 goals in 42 appearances for the national team of South Korea, and let's not forget that he has scored 10 goals so far this season for Bordeaux in the top flight of football in France. Hwang Hee-chan, 7 goals in 43 appearances for South Korea. He also played in all 3 matches for South Korea at the 2018 World Cup in Russia. Last but not least, Sun Heung-min, a player who hardly needs an introduction, 30 goals for South Korea. and he's already scored 3 goals so far in the final round of World Cup qualifying. South Korea is currently coached by Paulo Bento. He played for the national team of Portugal from 1992 to 2002. And I think it's safe to say that our Iranian footballers know what to expect from Portuguese managers. Now, what does Iran have to do in order to come out on top against South Korea? Well, let's have a look. Number 1, close down space on the flanks. Number 2, test the South Koreans from long range. The South Koreans are very dangerous when attacking on the flanks and when crossing the ball into the penalty area. And it's because of these reasons that our Team Melli footballers must do everything they can to take away space on the flanks. And as for key number 2, it's very important for Iran to test the South Korean keeper from long range. The fact is that the South Koreans have a bad habit of allowing too much space to their opponents outside the penalty area. And let's not forget that Iran nearly scored from long range on 2 occasions when Iran hosted South Korea last October. Now, what about you? What do you think are the keys to victory for Iran? Leave a comment down below. Always looking forward to getting your input. The bottom line is that it isn't easy to score a victory in South Korea. And I do believe that Iran has a chance to win. But in all honesty, I feel like this match has 0-0 or 1-1 written all over it. Of course, I'm hoping for a victory, but I am actually expecting a draw. And what about you? What's your prediction for Iran versus South Korea? You know the routine, leave a comment down below. And that's it, everybody, for this edition of Team Melli Talk. As always, really do appreciate the support. Make sure you get to our website, www.teammelitalk.com. Remember, this is your best source for the latest news on Team Melli, the national team of Iran. Make sure you find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You know the handle, @Team Melli Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that notification button. See you on the next edition of Team Melli Talk. And of course, Happy Nowruz to you all once again.